the three areas that you need to focus on to build your business on social media. And it's not just about building your business on social media, it's all about what's going on in here. And I know I've spoken about it before, is 90% of your success is your mindset. And, you know, it took me a long time to get my head around that. I was like, oh, it's just all woo woo. It's not woo woo. It is 100% true, is that what is going on in here shows what your results are. I had a question is, what is the number one goal of being on social media? So if you're building your business on social media, what do you think the number one goal is? You know, is it to recruit people? Is it to get people to trust you? Is it to get people to like you? Is it to build your friends list? So drop it down, drop a comment down. Let me know, what do you think the number one goal is of you being on social media and building your business? Because I know when I share with you what the number one goal is, you're going to go, oh, that's interesting. So let me know. To drive traffic, build relationships. Yep, keep them coming. Number one goal, build trust. Bingo, Brad's got it. The number one goal is to build trust. And if I ask you a question, if you were talking to someone in Facebook and they wanted you to join their business, you had never met this person, you just started to talk to them, would you join someone that you don't trust? And I know this will be unanimous. Unanimously, you would say no, you don't join people you don't trust. So then the number one goal is to build trust when you're connecting with people in Facebook. And I think that's where a lot of people fall down, is a lot of people, if they're either desperate for money or you're really trying to build your team, it comes across that you're looking at people as dollar signs. You're going, oh, there's my next commission. I can get a fast start out of them. You're not looking at it going, you know, how do I build trust with this person? How do I help this person? And can I help this person? It's not looking at the money. It's not about selling to them. And that's where a lot of people fall down too, is when you're connecting with people, you don't want to have in the back of your mind, oh, sell, because it comes across. You want to make sure that you're going, okay, I'm really interested in this person. Do they have kids? What do they do for hobbies? You know, what do they do on the weekend? Can I have a relationship with this person? You know, getting to know them. And then you go into whether it would help them. But that's not your reason for connecting with them to start with, because people can sense that commission breath. Missions before commissions. That's right, Stace. I love that one. Yes. And I think that was in a group I was in a few months ago. They were talking about your mission needs to be bigger than the commission. And, you know, the commissions do come, but it's that mission that is going to get you there. I want to cut through some of the overwhelm. Some of you are new to network marketing, and, you know, it is overwhelming. You're like, okay, well, what do I do? You know, it's all this stuff. I'm not too sure what I should be doing. What should I be focusing on? So I want to talk today about 3 areas that you need to focus on. One of them, number 1, is mindset. Number 2 is your daily method of operation, so what you do daily. And number 3 is the number of exposures, so you're sharing the business with. So the number of people that are being exposed to our business. So if we talk about mindset, and I did talk about, you know, that 90% of your success is what's going on in here. You want to be spending at least 30 minutes a day, carving out 30 minutes a day, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, night, whatever works for you, to work on personal development. Now, for me, what I do is I stick these in the morning, and I go down to the beach. I take Fuzz Nuts down there, let her off the lead. We've got a dog beach here, grateful. It's just beautiful. And feel the sand between my toes. It's a bit chilly at the moment, but you know, that's all right. We're dealing with it. And she just runs around with all the other dogs. I've got these in, and I'm listening to podcasts. And I'm down there for an hour most mornings. And that's my time. It's looking at it and going, okay, well, how do I multitask? So I'm taking her for a walk, breathing in the fresh air, getting some vitamin D from the sun. She's having a good run around, and I'm feeding my brain. So whether it be a podcast learning about new strategies in network marketing, whether it be something that might be from Les Brown or Jim Rohn, more of a personal development mindset shift, you just pick whatever it is that you need at the time and you listen to that. It's whatever you feel like. You know, some people would rather read books, and I've got a couple of books here that I've only just recently purchased. So I've got the E5 Method. That's by Todd Brown, a marketing guru. And the other one is the Network Marketer's Secrets from Top Earners. These will be what I'll be reading when I'm on the Whitsundays on the 40-foot catamaran, because I don't read. I don't normally read daily. I know I probably should. I read a little bit, but it's not the modality that I've chosen. The modality that I've chosen is audio, because I can do other things when I'm listening to it. So I've listened to a lot of audio books, podcasts, watch YouTube videos. So you just choose whatever's works for you. You might go, oh, I'd rather read for half an hour, you know, when I first wake up in the morning or before I go to bed, whatever it is. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever works for you. We want to make sure that you're doing that. You can be a leader. Anyone can be a leader. It's just whether you will be a leader. What you think about becomes real. And look, I'll share a story. When I was 18, I just left school, and I was like, you know, normal 18-year-old, what do you do? What am I doing now? Like, yeah, I'd worked at the market since I was 3, but I didn't want to take up a position in the family business. I was like, I want to do it on my own. I don't want to work in cosmetic shops. I want to actually go off and have a career and do my own thing. So there was a brand new 5-star hotel being built just around the corner, actually, here in Cronulla. I've sort of traveled all around Australia, and now I'm back to where I grew up. It just had a concrete slab, and they had the formwork up there, this big hotel being built. And I was like, I drove past one day and I went, I'm going to work there. Had no waitressing experience, no hospitality experience. I'd just be straight out of school, just left school, and I was just starting a hospitality degree. And I thought, I'm going to work there. And I was adamant. So I went home, got dressed, put on a nice shirt and skirt, and went down to the building site. Now you can imagine an 18-year-old girl down on the building site in my high heels, and all the builders like, woo, woo, you know, how they carry on. I didn't care. I was like, I want to work here. I didn't know how to get my resume to the recruitment firm or, you know, the hotel management, but I knew I was going to work there. So I gave my resume to one of the builders. I found the head builder, and I said, look, I don't know how to get in touch with the hotel people, but can I give you my resume? And he goes, yeah, sure. No worries, love. And I thought, okay, well, I don't know whether that's going to get to where it has to go or what's going to happen. But 2 months later, I got a phone call from the recruitment of the hotel, and they said, we'd like to invite you in for an interview. So I went in for the interview. I got the job. I was just a casual waitress. That morphed into 5 years later, I was managing the hotel at nighttime. So we had a general manager during the day, and at nighttime, someone has to manage a hotel. Well, that was me. So, you know, things become real. If you just go, this is what I'm going to do, I know I can do it, it does happen. But you've got to do the work. No one's going to do it for you. And you've got to believe in yourself. You have to have that belief to know that you can do it. And you can do it. You can do anything. So if I hadn't have taken my resume down there, who knows? Who knows where I would have been? You know, it's taking that step. All right, I just wanted to share that with you because you know, what you do think about does become real. So that's talking about mindset. And there's a lot of stuff that you can watch on mindset, you know, and there's a lot of podcasts here in the group as well. I've got lists of podcasts that I listen to that you can listen to. And, you know, you'll find things along the way that you'll like. That Fraser Brooks has got one. Jessie Lee, Boss Lee, she's brilliant. Who else is there? Tanya Eliza. I don't know if she's got a podcast. I'm not too sure. You've got John and is it Lydia Melton? John Melton, I think it's Lydia. They're really good. Ray Higdon, a lot of big network marketing coaches. And that's what you want to focus on, because they share tips and tricks on things that you can pick up on how you can better yourself. Number 2 is the daily method of operation. And you want to keep it simple. You don't want to overwhelm it. And there is other posts here in the group. There's a lot of training on what your daily method of operation is. I've got checklists and things, but I think a lot of people go, oh, wow, there's a checklist and there's 30 things on the checklist. Jeepers, that's a lot of stuff. So I want to break it down and cut through the overwhelm. And look, if you're new to online, you want to just reach out to 5 new people a day. And if you do that, that's 140 people a month. Now, do you think some of those you would be able to convert? But if you're more experienced, you want to reach out to 10 new prospects a day, or 10 new friends a day. That's 280 people a month. And it comes back to, can you do that? So drop it down in the comments. Do you think you could do that? If you're brand new, maybe 5 a day. If you're more experienced, 10 a day. Do you think you could do that? The answer is yes, you can do that. But the question is, will you do that? And that's where you fall down. A lot of you're wanting to grow your teams and you really want this for your family, but you're not doing the work. Yes, everyone can reach out to 5 people a day. 5 people, that's nothing. But will you? Yeah, you want to have a look at that and go, will you actually do it? Everyone's saying yes. Yes, yes, yes. Takes a few minutes a day to do this. That's right, Gail. It doesn't take long. It's just reaching out, and it's not necessarily reaching out and throwing down their throat. It's reaching out and going, oh, like for me, I'm in a Labradoodles of Australia group, because Fuzznuts is a Labradoodle. I'm in the Labradoodles of Australia club. And there's people I reach out to in there. I go, oh, I saw your post with your Labradoodles. How awesome is Millie? Isn't she gorgeous? I thought I'd just connect because we've both got a Labradoodle. How old is she or whatever? Just strike up a conversation. It's not about the business. That comes later. It's about building a relationship. So, whatever group you're in is connecting with those people about whatever that group's about, because you've got some commonality there, and that was the turning point for me, is doing that, is going, okay, I need to reach out to 5 people a day, or if, now I'm probably reaching out to at least 20 a day. But, you don't have to, you could just go, even if you do 5, and you want to reward yourself at the end. So reach out to 5 people and go, yeah, I've reached out to 5 people. Reward yourself. Go and have a cup of tea, have a piece of cake, have a biscuit, whatever. Reward yourself and go, yes, I've done it. Good on me. Pat on the back. Well done. And the next day, reach out to 5 people, because those people, you're building a relationship with them. And what did I say at the start? The number one thing is people need to trust you. And how do you do that? By building relationships. It's not rocket science. It just means whether you're actually going to do it or not, knowing that you can do it. And look, when you first start out too, you're sort of not too sure what to say. Or you might reach out to 10 people and not one of them wants to talk to you, or you might want to share the business and not one of them, or you do share the business and not one of them joins. And yeah, it is a kick. You think, oh, like, what is wrong with me? But you keep going. I was watching a training yesterday, actually, from there's another guy called Coach Fryer. If you haven't heard of him, look it up, coachfryer.com. Great. He does a lot of work with Fraser Brooks and Ray Higdon in the network marketing space. He was in network marketing for 4 years. 4 years. He made 0. Like, you would have given up. Most people would have gone, nah, I'm out of here, and they would have given up. But he was, for 4 years, he was in the network marketing space, didn't make a single cent. And then he decided, okay, I need to be coachable. He had a big ego and he was like, I know it all. And you can't tell me what to do. And then he went, okay, I need to lose the ego. I need to be coachable. I need to listen. And this is what I said last week, is we got 2 ears and 1 mouth. We need to listen, and then speak. And he said, okay, I'm going to now be coachable, bring it in. And it was like, it was just the fire hose coming at him. And, he listened to everything and he started to have success. He's now the #1 earner in his company because he listened and he took action. And it's going back to, everyone can do that. Everyone can do it, do what is necessary. But the question is, will you? And as soon as he decided, yes, I'm going to listen, I'm going to do the work, he had success. So I share that story because, there's a lot of people that either brand new and you're sort of like going, oh, you get deflated when you have setbacks or knockbacks or failures. And that's human nature, but you need to keep going because a lot of you, you might be right on the verge of success. And if you give up, well, game over, you've given up. You don't want to do that. You want to just go, okay, sit down, reassess what you need to be doing and just do it every single day. And number 3 is, how many people are you exposing the business to daily? So how many people are you actually sharing the business with? And I can guarantee there's probably a lot of you that aren't sharing, but drop it down in the comments. Let me know how many people in the last 24 hours have you shared the business with, and it actually expose them to it. So whether you've invited them into our group, whether you've sent your link, whether you've sent a generic link, they've got some information about it. Pitching your business on the first contact is like asking for sex on the first date. That is so true, Brad. And it's funny because when I started in network marketing, I don't know, however long ago, that was one thing they said. They had the script and they said, you need to cold message this particular script to all your contacts. And, it was just a script that said, I know this might be a random thing, but I've just joined a new company and we're looking for brand ambassadors and I think you'd be a really good fit, yada, yada, like just blur, cold message that to people. And, at the time I was new, I was like, oh, well, that's what my upline's telling me to do. That's what I need to be doing. So I would just send out, they say send 20 messages a day. So I was like, yep, I'm sending 20 messages a day. And I would send out this message and people would come back and they go, well, we don't even know each other. Like, we've never spoken. Why are you sending me this spammy thing? And I'm like, well, that's what my upline has told me to do. And it wasn't until I got educated. I was coachable because I was keen, I was coachable, but they were teaching the wrong thing. So, you've also got to be mindful of where you're getting your information from. And there's still companies today that they say, write out your 100 list, write out a list of 100 people, your warm market, and go and approach them. And, that's old school. Yeah, there are going to be people that you can approach, but it's old school to actually think like that. And random messages and sending links is just, not the way to go. Ange, oh my gosh, those messages, I'm still getting people messaging me those. Can't believe people are still teaching that. It's so true. It is, because it's that desperation. They haven't been taught about the trust. And that's going back to, the #1 reason why people are, they join you is because they trust you and you've built that relationship with them. But you want to be exposing people to the business as well. So if you're new, you're building, 5 relationships a day, connecting with 5 people. If you're more experienced, you're connecting with 10. And when you're exposing the business, you might talk to 10 people. You might get no one that joins. But don't worry, don't let that stop you. You want to keep going. You want to make sure that you're exposing people to it, because the more people you expose it to, the more people are going to join you. And it's not rocket science. And as you get better, the numbers increase. You know, I think when I first started, I would, you know, reach out to 20 people a day. Yeah, admittedly, it probably wasn't the right way to do it. When I did learn the right way to do it, I was still reaching out to 20 people a day, but not cold messaging, more talking about, you know, how you're going and great to connect. Getting educated and getting more confident in yourself, being confident and being confident in the product as well. Because if you're not confident in yourself and you're not confident in the product, people aren't going to join you. People aren't going to join. So you want to be confident in yourself, and you want to be confident that this is a legacy company, and it is. I remember when I was putting the books on Amazon back in 2012, we had 8 bestsellers on Amazon, and I'd put the books up and we were getting bad reviews. And I was devastated. I was like, I've put my heart and soul into this and I'm getting bad reviews. And I went and had a look. Harry Potter books have got bad reviews. So there's bad reviews on everything. That's just the world we live in. So don't believe everything that you see or read. So all you can say to these people is, you know, Harry Potter has bad reviews. Everything has bad. Tupperware has bad reviews. You know, everything has a bad review, because you're not going to be able to please everyone. But the biggest tip I can share with you when you're exposing the business to people is not actually going through the whole business. So not explaining it all to them and spending an hour explaining it and whatever. Use the group to do the selling and telling. You've got the daily webinars as well. You can invite people on. Use the tools that are available to you for people to do. You can do the selling. They can do the selling and telling for you. So there's a lot of resources there to do the selling and telling for you. You want to make it easy. And that's what I said at the start, is if you're talking to someone and they're thinking, oh, I've got to spend a whole hour going through this, and then I've got to sit on a 3-way and do that, and then they're thinking, oh, this is not an automated business. I've got to do a lot of work here. And then they go, oh no, it all seems too hard. I'm not going to join. So if you make it easy, they can look and they go, oh, well, that was easy for me to get started. That's going to be easy for, you know, my prospects to get started and build my team. And then it just duplicates down the line. But it's sharing that duplication too, making sure you don't lose that chain, so that people know what they should be doing. So, you know, when they come in, plug them in, know, okay, what now steps. We've got the what now steps here in the group, with all the links and things that they should be doing and the training. They can plug their people in, and then they it's just that chain reaction. But it was mainly just staying in it to win it. Don't lose faith. Don't give up. You know, if people aren't joining you, it's probably not you. It's just not the right timing for them. They may have already joined something else. They may already have their plate full. You know, it just depends on the timing. And I've had some people that, you know, I spoke to September last year, and they sort of went, oh, no, I don't think so. They've come back to me now and they've said, yeah, I'm ready, you know, 6 months later. So it just because they've said no then doesn't mean no. And that's the other big thing too, is it doesn't mean no, it just means no, not now. So you can go back to those people too. And you know, when they say no, you can say to them, oh, that's okay. Can I keep you updated on, you know, my progress and how it's going? And I've done that with quite a few people. You know, I started in July, and when I first joined, I reached out to a few people that I thought might be interested. A few of them did join. A few of them said, no, I don't, it's not right timing. I said, can I keep you updated? They go, yeah, no worries. And I've shared my results. They've gone, oh, okay, well, maybe I need to have a look at that. So it's keeping them informed and showing what is possible, because I'm no one special. Anyone can do this. And it's getting back to that whole thing, is you can do it, but will you? I sometimes, and I say this to some people, I think I want it more for the team than some of the team want it for them. And I know there's a lot of you that are working really hard, but there's a few of you that are like, yeah, I'm close, but you just don't seem to be, you're not doing it. And I'm like, come on, you're nearly there. You know, it's just exciting for everyone. But it's when you're talking to new people, is, you know, making sure that they're coachable as well, because there's some people that, you know, they're like, I know it all. And, you know, you'll sense that when you talk to some people in Facebook. You can sort of sense how they come across. And I don't sort of entertain it. I never convince. I never try and convince people. I'm not in the convincing game. I don't convince. More often than not, they're watching from the sidelines and they'll come back. So I hope that helps. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. And I will catch you next time. All right. Bye for now.